Hello everybody. So today I've had a lot of questions about this organic content and what do you do if you need other stuff to go in with the properties you're putting out. Okay, well I figured that I'll go through like a list of things you can use, and then as the week goes on we can go through each one in a bit more detail. If you have something you want me to cover, just tell me. Yeah, I'm happy to go through all this in a lot of detail. So what we're going to start off today, I thought I'd do this on my whiteboard so we can just write things we go, and then you can keep an eye on it. So I'm just going to put it over here. No, that's at the sky. There you go. Okay. Whoops. Okay. So organic posts, what are they really about? Well, the whole point of organic posts is that people come and see your page and it's called perfect contact. So if you've got loads of properties going up on your Facebook page, you want to obviously space that out between things that are helpful, and you can actually do stealth sales as well in it, which I'll teach you later in the week. But one of the most important things I've seen that actually works really well is stories of things that have happened. People can relate to stories. Okay, people want to know what other people are up to. That's what people are like. So if you can tell somebody, tell your audience. I'm not looking at you guys. Okay, so if you can kind of tell your audience or something that happened this week that actually could give them some help, so relate it to themselves, you'll find a lot of people will start trusting you because they see that you know how to do your job, but they also see that other people are coming to you to sell the house, which then they feel they can, it builds trust again. Okay, what else have we got? Okay, education. I know we all think about school when we say education, but actually education on estate agency is one of the biggest things right now, because if you speak to a person who's not an estate agent, they actually have no idea what it is you do. And I don't know if you've noticed, but the general public all think you guys do nothing except for put photographs up on Rightmove and Zoopla, and then you just sit back and wait for people to come. Then you show them around the house, and then you take the cash. That's what people think you do. They think that you're rogues, that you are stealing people's money, that you're getting paid a lot of money for not doing very much, which we actually know is not true. Okay, maybe some people can get away with it, but we actually know that independent estate agents, if you're good, you're actually putting a lot of work in, a lot of hours is going into what you do to actually get a really good result for your customers. You hold their hands all the way through as well. Now, if you can show people that at the beginning before they even come to you, they're more likely to call you up for evaluation, because you will be setting yourself very distinct difference to anyone else who's coming to do the valuation meeting. They'll know what it is you're up to, whereas the other people, they don't know what they're up to at all. And again, it's trust. Okay. What do they need to know? Have a think about this. Because, okay, so you don't want them to be bored. So you want to keep these short, but at the same time you want to inform them, okay? Because again, that'll build your trust, but also builds authority. And if people know that you know what you're talking about, even if they don't get the education bit, they will feel a bit more relaxed in your company because they can see that you know what you're talking about. They don't have to go and take a book on the estate agency, not that they're on you really. If there are, please tell me. But the whole point of that is that, one, you build authority, two, that authority is building trust, and that means people are more likely to come to you to put the house on the market, or at least have a conversation with you about it, because no one else in the estate agency industry is sharing this kind of knowledge right now. Being helpful is a really good one as well. What do we mean by being helpful? Well, being helpful, again, is about education most of the time. Because you know that if someone's property is going for sale, there are things that you can do to improve that sale, and there are things that you definitely would not do to improve that sale. For example, there's like common kind of knowledge out there that you could add an extension, or redo the kitchen, like put a whole new kitchen in. But you actually also know that putting a new kitchen in isn't always the best way right now, because people coming to buy the property are also likely to want to put it in their own taste. And having a new kitchen put in actually could put people off, and it then cost the vendor, the seller, a lot of money, and it didn't actually add value to them anyway. They just actually lost out on a couple of buyers because they've gone down the road, found a property without the kitchen being updated, and because of that they've got it at a less price, and they already feel that they feel happy to go in and change it to what had it like. Maybe it's like an old person's house, and go in, take out all the 70s carpets and wallpaper because they've got a dream of how it should be, and they didn't have to pay so much for it. So that's something really important. Other be helpful posts, obviously staging, moving away all your personal photographs, tidying up. People don't think about that. I know that we all believe that they do. That's because we're in property. But I have to tell you, the majority of people, even if they're clean and tidy people, they have no idea what staging even means, or how much effort they need to put into that, okay? Or what to remove, yeah? Photography, yeah? You want to explain to them the importance of having good photographs right now. I'm going to give you an example. Tom's mum, Tom's my partner, she's put up a property in Surrey, and the lovely guy who's helping her, he's been an estate agent since, the 80s that I know. He's actually retired, but he's helping her. But the photos, let's say they feel wrong. If you have a look, if anyone wants to look at my mum's property, by the way, give me a shout. I could use some help, to be honest. I'm selling it, so if you know anybody who wants to buy a house in Surrey, there aren't many to buy, give me a shout and I'll show you what it looks like. But the point is, I know that the photographs and the staging is one of the most essential parts, yeah? But people don't know that if they're selling a property. You have no idea. You know, because you're an estate agent. You know how that helps it sell quickly. Another big one is, this is quite big, how to choose an agent. Can you imagine, look away my board, can you imagine showing people how to actually choose a good agent, yeah? Now, this is something I found I've come across quite a few times. I knew all the questions to ask. I didn't know how to spot somebody who could just sell to me and say, yeah, I've got a list of buyers. Oh, I've got loads of people interested in your type of property right now. Oh, it'll fly out the door. Oh, my goodness me, we're going to do this, that and the other. And then, guess what? 6 months, one viewing, house still stuck on the market. Overvalued, overpromised, under-delivered, doesn't even communicate with me. Can you imagine that? I asked all the right questions. I know what to ask. Unfortunately, I didn't know who's a good agent and who isn't, so I did ask the questions and I was scuppered because I trust people. This is one of the reasons why I'm doing this, okay? Good estate agents. This will only work for good estate agents. You can't lie your way through this kind of thing, okay? You can perhaps lie your way through a little bit of it. You have to be a good agent to do this. Okay, I think that's enough for a Sunday. What I think I'll do is I'll put together some actual examples for you. And then if anybody actually wants the examples of how this works properly, as in pictures and writing, comment below and I'll send those over to you, okay? Have a lovely Sunday and enjoy your Easter eggs.